I spent 3 years building my reputation at that company. 3 years of late nights, early mornings, missed weekends, and skipped lunches. 3 years of going above and beyond while others clocked out at 5 and never looked back. I wasn't doing it for praise. I wasn't doing it for attention. I was doing it because I had a plan. My name is Marcus. And I was 29 years old when my career almost got stolen from me by the one person I trusted most. His name was David. My colleague. My work partner. My friend. Or so I thought. It started with an idea. I had been working on a proposal for 6 months. A complete restructuring of how our department handled client accounts. A system that would save the company time, reduce errors, and increase revenue by at least 30%. I had the data. I had the research. I had everything mapped out in a 40-page document that I had poured my soul into. But I was nervous. Presenting to senior management was intimidating and I was still relatively new at that level. So I made a mistake. I trusted David. I showed him everything. Every chart. Every projection. Every detail. I asked for his feedback before I presented to the board. He read through it carefully, nodded, smiled and said, "This is brilliant, Marcus. They are going to love this." I went home that night feeling good. Feeling ready. I had no idea what was coming. The board meeting was scheduled for a Friday. On Wednesday morning I got an email from my manager. It said, "Great news. David presented an exciting new proposal yesterday in the executive meeting. Leadership loved it. We are moving forward immediately." I sat at my desk and read that email 4 times. My hands went numb. My vision blurred. I opened the attached document. It was my proposal. My data. My research. My 40 pages. With David's name on the cover. He had gone behind my back, walked into the executive meeting 2 days early, and presented my entire idea as his own. Word for word. Chart for chart. Number for number. My work. His name. His promotion. I closed my laptop. Stood up. Walked to the bathroom. And stood over the sink for 5 minutes just breathing. Because I knew if I reacted immediately I would lose everything. So I did what I had learned to do. I said nothing. I smiled. And I started planning. The first thing I did was go back to my computer and pull every single document, email, and file related to the proposal. Every draft. Every revision. Every late-night version with timestamps showing exactly when I created and edited each section. I had 6 months of digital evidence sitting right there. Dated. Timestamped. Saved to my personal cloud. Then I called my mentor, a senior director in a different department named Patricia. Patricia had been in the company for 20 years. She knew everyone. She saw everything. I told her what happened calmly and professionally. I sent her every document. She was silent for a long time. Then she said, "Leave this with me." The second thing I did was keep showing up every single day like nothing happened. I smiled at David. I greeted him normally. I attended every meeting. Because the moment I acted suspicious he would start covering his tracks. I needed him comfortable. I needed him careless. And that is exactly what he became. 2 weeks later Patricia called me into her office. She had done her research quietly and thoroughly. She had spoken to 3 people who knew I had been working on the proposal for months. She had checked the company server logs which showed every file I had accessed and created. She had even found an email I had sent David with an early draft attached 3 months before his so-called presentation. The evidence was overwhelming and undeniable. Patricia scheduled a meeting with the CEO and 2 board members. She did not tell David. She did not tell my manager. She just said to me, "Be ready on Thursday at 10 a.m. Bring everything." I wore my best suit that Thursday. I walked into that boardroom calm, prepared and focused. I laid out every document in chronological order. I walked them through 6 months of work, timestamps, revisions and emails. I never raised my voice. I never attacked David personally. I simply let the evidence speak. The CEO asked one question when I finished. He said, "Does David know you are here today?" I said, "No, sir." I wanted the facts to speak first. There was a long silence in that room. Then the CEO picked up his phone and called David's extension. He said, "David, come to the boardroom please." I watched David walk through that door with a confident smile on his face. That smile disappeared the moment he saw me sitting at the table. and disappeared completely when he saw the documents laid out in front of the board. He tried to explain. He said we had worked on it together. He said it was a collaborative effort. He said he had only meant to present early to get feedback. But the timestamps did not lie. The emails did not lie. 6 months of documented work did not lie. The CEO stood up, thanked me for my professionalism, and asked David to hand over his access card by end of day. David was dismissed that same afternoon. 2 weeks later I was called back into the boardroom. They offered me a senior position, a significant salary increase, and the opportunity to lead the implementation of my own proposal. Everything David tried to steal I got back. With interest. I did not celebrate loudly. I did not rub it in. I just went back to my desk, opened my laptop, and got to work. Because that is what people who play the long game do. They do not chase revenge, they build evidence. They stay calm. They let the truth do the heavy lifting. David thought he could take what was mine. He forgot that everything I built I documented. And everything I documented told the whole story. If you have ever had your work stolen, your ideas taken, or your effort credited to someone else, this one was for you. Subscribe to Veils of Betrayal for new stories every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Drop a comment below. Had you ever been betrayed by someone at work? See you in the next one.